their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them, man. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Touchdown time! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing them because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Barney. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The screen, he can go. Makes a man miss. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man, it's Barney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking for a man, it's Simmons. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The play action fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Snap from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Offense working from the pistol. On the option. Now the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw at Simmons. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. Oh, what a punt! Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Makes the catch. It's Adams. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter.
Let's go.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. Got the first down. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Using the quick game. Touchdown, Bama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in. It's Meadows. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Moulton. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and
there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense get?
Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on that infraction.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll try to pop the draw.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for them.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Second down coming up. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore? Short of the first down line.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll try the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Here we go. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Hale. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Taylor wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The run from the shotgun. Sweet cut there. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the defense got him at the 27.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Wide receiver going in motion. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Taylor wants to throw. The short hands, it's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes the grab. It's Moulton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get.
Touchdown time! And the pummeling has started.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second in there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Alabama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The RPO, it's complete. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Precision execution on that big play.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football, and they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Abraham. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the option. Now the pitch. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down.
Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fitted in the window for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be low.
There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Got his man. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Barney. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He'll do it himself. He just flew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. After this, it'll be a wrap. Now on the option. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.